Welcome to your weekly energy download. I'm here to help you understand the collective energy that's moving through all of us right now. Think of it like emotional weather that we can all feel. When we name it and understand it, we can work with it instead of against it. We're going to look at what energy we just moved through, what's showing up now as our invitation to grow, and how you can use this information to navigate your week with more flow and less resistance. Let's dive in.
I'm super excited because it is time for this week's energy report. I did the things last week. So if you scan the QR code, if you are on desktop, or if you're in the space, I'm going to put a link in the chat so you can grab your chart because I updated my website. So now you can actually pull the transit report on that link now. So when you first come to that screen, you'll obviously see something that says welcome back to yourself. Make sure it already defaults to having HD transit selected. Fill out your name, your birth details, and wherever you are right now. And then you will have your overlay. So this is like the full robust overlay of like, this is you, this is the transit, and then you've got these channels that you have now called out for you. So you can actually look up the channels of the energy that is being defined in you, which I love so much right now. So anything that is blue is infinitely you. Anything that is this pinkish, reddish, purplish color, I don't know what you want to call that, all the colors, all the things, that is the transit overlay. So that's a quick jam on that. Let's talk about just starting with a little recap of the energy that we just left behind. So gate 62 was in our sun, and gate 61 was in our earth. And so gate 62 is the gate of details. It's the part of us that wants to organize and label and explain and make sense of what's going on. Gate 61 is the gate of inner truth. It's our deep, often mysterious knowing that bubbles up from within. Together, these two can create this push pull dynamic between the mind's need to define things clearly and the soul's desire to let things remain undefined, but deeply feel it. So, this transit may have brought a lot of mental activity, some overthinking, or just this pressure to figure it all out, especially if you have open centers in your head, ajna or root. These are centers that take in and amplify a lot of external pressure from our external environment. So if you have openness, it became amplified in you. You also may have felt a tension between logic and intuition, between facts and faith, between knowing something in your bones versus needing proof for it. I am laughing so hard because I literally was just talking about this. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, if you've been feeling stuck in a cycle of needing all the details before making a move, you are not alone. It's one of the reasons why I'm laughing at myself right now. And so, one final reflection question that I want to leave you with from that energy is, where have I let perfectionism or needing all the facts block my trust in what I already know deep down? That's going to be energy that is helpful more than just in this transit. So I'm going to leave that with you. So now we are in 56, the gate of stimulation in our sun, and 60, the gate of limitation in our earth. Together, this transit invites us to explore how we respond to the boundaries of life and how we share stories, wisdom, and inspiration from those experiences. This gate 56, the gate of stimulation, is also known as the storyteller gate. It's the part of us that seeks meaning in our lived experiences and wants to share them with others. This is in our throat center, as you can see, is something that we're here to share with our voice, whether it's through conversation or writing or teaching or even humor. In the shadow, gate 56 can get stuck in superficial stimulation, distraction, and escapism. Think chasing experiences just for the sake of avoiding stillness or talking just to fill space. In the gift, it becomes this wise communicator, someone who uses personal experiences to inspire, uplift, and spark curiosity in others. It's less about facts and more about connection through meaning. So, some questions that you can ask yourself to really process this energy of this 56 are am I chasing experiences or integrating the ones I've had? Where am I being called to speak from lived wisdom? What story am I ready to retire? And which one is ready to rise? Then, in our balancing energy, we have this gate 60, which in traditional human design is called the gate of limitation. Gate 60 is all about structure and boundaries. It shows us the beauty and necessity of creative constraints, like how a seed needs the boundary of a shell to grow, or how discipline creates freedom. In the shadow, it can feel like restriction, frustration, or even feeling stagnant. We may resist limits, rebel against structure, or feel stuck in this is just how it is kind of narrative. In the gift, Gate 60 becomes a master of innovation within boundaries. It teaches us that real magic happens when we work with the limitations life presents, not against them. So, some reflection questions for this Gate 60 are going to be: what resistance am I feeling around my current limitations? Is this boundary a block or a blessing in disguise? How can I honor structure without losing my flow? Here's some things that are going to help during this transit. So, you want to tell stories with heart, share from your lived experiences. Don't worry about having all the answers. You want to honor the power of the pause. I talk about this so much, but letting that silence, structure, and boundaries work in your favor. You want to feel your limits, don't fight them. See resistance as redirection, not a dead end. You want to simplify before you amplify. Refine your message or idea before trying to share it widely. Simple is better, right? Kiss. And then lastly, what's going to help is using structure to spark flow. So treating routines like containers that support your creativity. What may trip you up this week is going to be escaping into distractions. So avoiding those deeper emotions by staying busy or scrolling or over socializing, forcing things to move faster than they're meant to. Impatience with divine timing can block progress. We know this. It's resistance, it's contrast, it's what that challenge. Letting stories spiral into self doubt. Don't turn reflection into rumination, right? We want to keep moving towards that expansion. Feeling stuck and assuming it's permanent is going to trip you up this week. Limitation is a teacher, not a punishment. And lastly, saying yes to everything just to feel that stimulation. Not every opportunity is aligned. So you want to pause before committing. I want you to let this week be about meaning over momentum. You're not here to rush, you're here to resonate. If you are feeling stuck, simplify. If you're feeling scattered, tell your story, move that energy. If you feel silenced, speak your truth with heart. Life is giving you some edges right now, not to hurt you, but to help you shape your next masterpiece. So trust the process and know that every limit is a doorway to creative power when met with presence, that awareness, that deep knowing of who we are and our gifts, our mission, what we came here in this incarnation to do and share. Let's see what this week reveals. And as always, I want you to join us next Tuesday. We'll be moving into a whole new wave of energy together. Also want to make it known, I did make this announcement in the community. These are the things that are coming up. So for our Awaken members, on July 30th, we are having another Heart Seat coaching session where you can bring your chart, your client's charts, just bring all the charts. If you want to dive into your gene keys, do some core wound work, if you want to do some reparenting work, if you want branding insights on how to make your brand visibly match what it is that you're trying to communicate to the world, that is what these sessions are for. And the next one is on July 30th. We have on July 31st, this was the announcement I made this morning. This Thursday's networking is canceled because two of the people who normally run it, I am one of them, will be in Minnesota for a personal development conference. And we're going to be in there all day. So I doubt that I'm going to have time to pause and come start the session. So we will resume on July 31st. And then, as a reminder for our Ember and Awaken members, we are doing the Spleen Center Deep Dive on August 6th. So get ready because the spleen is where our intuitive clarity comes from. It is also one of the oldest energy centers and it houses a lot of fears. And if you can't make the August 6th live session, it will go into your community resource library. So I do hope to see you there live. If you are ready for your next level of support, if you're in Spark right now, which is the free community, and you're ready to hop into some of these other calls, hop into these master classes to dive deeper into yourself, I invite you to scan the QR code. I'll also put a link in the chat if you guys want me to, so that you can book a 15-minute call with me and we can actually see which of the tiers is the tier for you. So that is all for this week. Thank you so much.
Every Tuesday morning, we gather live in Limitless University for what I call our weekly energy alignment. We start by celebrating wins because your victories matter and deserve to be witnessed. Then we dive into the week's collective energy together, and we close in gratitude, setting the foundation for a week of flow and alignment. The transit report you just heard is one piece of our hour-long gathering. And there's something really special about experiencing this energy work in real time with other humans who get it. You can join us at diamonddripconsulting.com, and you can also find that link in the show notes.